Umilik. So your question was, should the government do this? Well, I'm a diplomat. I'm the spokesperson for the embassy, and I helped bring Doug over. So my answer is yes. Short answer. As for why I think so, for two reasons why I think it's important to do cultural diplomacy. First of all, in many parts of the world, that is still the only way we can really have any sort of conversation between two very different people, two different nations and two different peoples. How many of you, I served in Uzbekistan before I came here. How many of you know anything about Uzbekistan under Islam Karimov? Anything at all? If you know anything about the Soviet Union, that's what Uzbekistan under Islam Karimov was like. And the only thing we could do to, encourage a dialogue between American people and the Uzbek people was cultural diplomacy. We would never have been allowed to show a film like this. We did an American Film Festival one year, and just kind of as Doug said, we had to send our list of films over to the Ministry of Culture, and they passed that list to the security service, and we got it back with films crossed off as these are not acceptable, these are not acceptable, these are not acceptable. And we never heard a reason. Another time we tried to bring a dance troupe over to do some dancing, and they originally said, yes, we would like to have this group. And then they came back to us and they said, no. We watched some YouTube videos of this group, and we found out that one of the members of this dance troupe is gay. And so he will undermine the morals of the Uzbek youth, so we can't have it. So this is a very constricting environment, is what I'm trying to say. And the slightest opening that we can use, the very slightest opening that we can use to have any sort of dialogue and talk back and forth, that's worth taking up on, even sometimes when we have to play by the rules of the country we're working in. But I will say two things, and again, the 50s were a very different time, so there are some rules to play by, I think, with cultural diplomacy. So first of all, you're going to know it's me doing it, or you're going to know it's the U.S. Embassy that's doing it. We don't bring groups over, and we don't bring artists over and kind of hide the fact that we're sponsoring them. As you can tell, there's a poster in the lobby and it has our logo under it. I think that's important. I think everybody should know this is who is sponsoring a cultural event. Second, I will never tell Doug what to say when he's here. I will never tell a music group what songs they should play. We are happy to sponsor them, we're happy to bring them over, but we always want to make a distinction that yes, the embassy is sponsoring them, we want to share our culture, we want to promote our culture, we want to have a message, whether it's free to rock or maybe we're bringing over, we brought over American Indian groups to talk about tolerance and minority rights. But we will never take that step into saying this is what you're going to do while you're here, because at that point, artists become nothing more than tools, and artists are not tools. They have their art, and we want them to be free to do that. So those are kind of the two ground rules I have, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the Department of State has when we do cultural diplomacy. That you will know it's us, that we're sponsoring it, and the artists, when they're here, they're free to say what they want to. And sometimes it has caused some problems for me, but I think that's the difference between us and some of these tyrannical and dictatorial regimes, is that we're ready to take on the problems and have those different voices heard. So that's my answer. I hope it's satisfactory.